Who is the greatest English youngster? Is a very good question. Many people may have many different answers, but I only have one, and it's Lauren James. Apart from Missy Kearns, who is the greatest of all time, obviously. At 22, and 22 is young. I'm not having anyone tell me it's not young. You know, with Barcelona, child labour FC, people go, no, it's not young, not young. Look at Vicky Lopez. She's like 12. No, 22 is young, okay? She looks like she's been playing for about 17 years. Lauren James looks so good, so confident on the ball, and this is a video praising her. None of this like, oh, Lauren James bad, Lauren James, none of that. I feel like we need some Lauren James positivity in the world, so I'm going to try and give you that. She has been on fire in the WSL. She has played 10 games and scored 10 goals. That includes, I think, 2 hat-tricks. I mean, the one that I think we all think about is the one against United, that hat-trick that was just, it was just disgusting. And she is averaging scoring every 73 minutes. That is amazing for someone who isn't an out-and-out striker. She's not an out-and-out striker, okay? She's not told to just sit up there and just score goals. That's not her job. Her job is to play make. Her job is to hold up the ball. Except she has this individual excellence where it's like, okay, normal forwards would sit there and they go, maybe I should hold up this ball because there's a bunch of defenders in front of me. She doesn't think like that. She doesn't think like, oh, or what if I don't get past? She just tries. And yes, she will lose the ball occasionally, because of course you do. But the fact that she just keeps trying, she doesn't sit there and go, oh, I just lost the ball to this defender. What am I going to do? No, next time she goes, I'm actually going to humiliate this defender completely. As well, she can run in behind. Without Sam Kerr there, you saw in the United match, without Sam Kerr there, there's no one to run in behind, is what you would think. Except Lauren James took up that position. They got 2 of their goals through that. They got 2 of their goals through just that running in behind. And Lauren James, when she's so fast and when she gets the ball, she's scoring. Like, I just trust her that she's one of those players where you know after she's got that ball, she's just scoring. She's not just a goal scorer though, she's also a playmaker. I talked about how she can hold up play and she can do that, but her assists, granted she hasn't got a lot of them, okay? She hasn't got the most assists, but some of her assists are beautiful. I think about the game against Liverpool, which we don't talk about, the 5-1 game, we don't talk about that. Her assist, I think it was to Beaver Jones. Just that outward ball it was beautiful. And the one against Paris FC in the Champions League, she was outside the ball, just to Sam Kerr. Easiest goals these 2 have to score in their life, because they're such beautiful balls, and it makes her so unpredictable as well, because if she didn't do stuff like that, you would sit there and the defender would go, okay, she's going to try and cut in and just shoot. That's what she does. Except, hold on, now she's trying to assist the other players. I just don't know what she's doing. Every single time she gets the ball, yeah, I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know how defenders know what she's going to do, especially in that situation where you're like, I've got to do something. Do I just go in? Any situation that pops up to her, she can deal with. Also, her dribbling is incredibly underrated. Like, she is just so good. She gets the ball and there's like 10 defenders in front of her. And what's she going to do? She could just pass it. She could go back. Or she just dribbles through everyone. It's just, I think the best part about Lauren James is she doesn't necessarily think what's the easiest solution. She doesn't sit there and go, well, what's the easy pass that won't make me look bad? She'll go, what's the thing that can most help the team? And that she'll dribble through. I also love this thing that she does. Sorry, if you watch Lauren James, you'll know that she'll get the ball and she'll slow down. She doesn't speed up. She'll slow down because she knows her footwork is probably always better than the defenders. It's probably always better than the defender, so she'll slow down and then she can get that bit of pace so quickly. She slows down, she gets that bit of pace. Most defenders can't keep up with her. She's everywhere on the pitch as well. It's not like she's just a winger where you can sit there and you can keep her contained. She goes everywhere. She goes into the middle, she goes to the left, she goes to the right, she goes anywhere. If you look at Lauren James's heat map, it will be everywhere. She's not someone who just stays on the sides and sits there and gets the ball and then maybe passes it in. She will run in behind. She could stay at the touchline. She could sit there and stay at the touchline. She could come into defence. It is so, like, unpredictable. Sometimes she comes into the midfield. Sometimes she plays as that number 10 role, which makes it even more unpredictable because it's like, where is that? That woman can go anywhere, technically, as a number 10. So where is she going to go? She can also shoot from outside of the box as well. It's not like she has to be inside of the box. It's not like you can just say, keep her out of the box. The shooting on that woman, the more I talk about her, the more I'm just in awe of how good she actually is. I think the term individual excellence is thrown around a lot, but I think it is the term I would use to describe Lauren James, because when there is a team, when you need that individual excellence, she's probably the one you'll get it from. There are very few people that you'll sit there and you trust to give you, when the whole team is performing bad, you'll be like, who's going to give us that one bit of individual excellence? It's her. It is her. I would play her probably 9 times out of 10 just because she has that ability to just sit there and score the most disgusting goal you've ever seen. She has that ability to do that. She steps up without anyone helping her. Whenever you see people compliment Lauren James, they compliment everything that I've complimented before. But I never see them compliment her defensive work. One thing I've always noticed about Lauren James is I sit there and I think, hold on, she's just won the ball back about 12 different times. I was watching the United match, and I don't remember who had it. United were on like a counter-attack, and Lauren James comes out from nowhere, steals the ball and starts her own attack. Her defensive work is so good. She'll run to get back. And I sort of see it with England as well. When she's playing on sort of the right with Lucy, you'll see her sort of be a defender as well. It's quite interesting. And it just adds to her game as well. She's not sort of just this forward who just stays forward, which she could be when you look at how good she is. But instead she'll be there like, oh no, I'm just going to run back. I'm just going to run back and help my team out. I feel like I have to talk about the criticism that Lauren James has got. The criticism that she gets constantly from the media, from certain fans. She just gets it constant. And what I have to say to that is, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. She's young. She's made a couple mistakes. That's it. If we're going to sit there and look at every single person's mistakes, why? I could do that for every single football player. I mean that. Every single football player has had a moment where you sit there and you think, that's dirty. That's disgusting. But that's football. That is football. I don't know what to say to you lot. That's football. People get angry. People do stuff that they might regret. People do stuff that's annoying. And at the end of the day, no one was injured. No one was injured. No one cares. The media was on her completely. And we all know the reason why the media was on her. We all know the reason why. And certain other people who sit there and you think, oh, hold on, the way they play could be construed as aggressive. They won't get an attack like that. There's a very good reason for that. I don't want to be the one to say it, but it's racism. That's it. It's as simple as that. If you genuinely refuse to watch Lauren James because you went, she stepped on someone one time, get a grip. I'm sorry, I've had enough. Get a grip. She's a beautiful player to watch. She did one bad thing, and all of a sudden everyone's like, no, she's really bad. If you're doing that, fine, okay, but you've got to stick with it for every single person. You've got to stick with it for every single person that's ever got a red card. Ever. I better not see you going, oh my god, I love Georgia Stanway. I better not see you going, oh my god, Kira Walsh. I better not see you going, I love Katie McCabe. Because you cannot sit there and put it on one player and then not do it for the rest of the players. Because that is called unfair. That is just unfair. And I think the criticism that she's got is just disgusting. And the way the media just piled onto her. And the way Emma Hayes had to come out and say, she's not in a good place. She's not in a good place mentally. And then the media were like, oh, but they didn't say anything about that. The media never went, guys, Lauren James isn't meant. They caused a lot of this abuse that was thrown at her. And then they didn't apologise for it. And they will continue to do so for a long time. And for me, that's dreadful. For me, that's disgusting. And I don't know what to say. If you guys watch this video and you think, Lauren James not good because she stamped on one player, get a grip. In conclusion, Lauren James for me is one of the great youngsters. She's the future of England. I can't see an England without her. I am so looking forward to just watch this woman progress and play. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe. Yeah, that's what people say at the end. Subscribe. Yeah, goodbye. If you have any thoughts on Lauren James, or if you have any things to about the criticism, please comment. Unless you're like, I think the criticism's fair, don't comment. Don't comment. I don't want to hear about you. No offense, sorry.